This is the Opie and Anthony channel.
And now, a show the likes of which America's never seen. So appalling, so offensive, yet so entertaining.
It's not your normal show.
Beamed from satellites in space down to you every single day.
What planet are we living on?
It's the Opie and Anthony show with Opie.
We're experts and we already know this is going to be great radio, so shut the fuck up.
And Anthony.
I live in a big house, I make a lot of money, and I fuck attractive girls.
And little Jimmy.
I don't even like in our opening. It sounds like a little...
You dang open hand and don't listen to dang open hand.
Stop with that shit.
And now, here they are. Why am I introducing these buffoons? I'm William Shatner, goddammit.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah.
How's everybody?
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Little tuckered?
Little tuckered.
You know, if we were talking about being
Little
tuckered. Oh, my God.
Want to match stories right now?
Sounded like a nightmare.
Fuck. I went to bed at 11.
Over at the Hughes Vomitorium.
I got sick kids. The one kid just got better, and the young one is now sick with what the son had there.
Just a vomit super soaker.
So I was sleeping in the other room last night to get a good night's sleep, and went to bed at 11. And at 12:50, my wife walks in. She goes, "I need your help."
Oh, boy.
I'm like, what? And you just jump up immediately as a parent. Like, what the fuck? What's up? There's puke all over my wife. My little one is just fucking power booting.
Oh, jeez.
I thought she finally realized who she was married to.
12:50. So then I find myself in a complete haze, giving my daughter a bath to get the puke out of her hair.
Oh, my God.
At like 1 in the morning. I'm just like washing her off. I'm like, is this real?
Like, what am I doing?
I felt like dentist kid. Is this real life? And then my wife goes, I got it from here. I'm like, oh, God, thank God. I put in my little time, and I wandered back into the room to sleep. And then at around 4, the crying was so bad because the kid is just miserable with 103 fever, a fucking cough.
Oh, my God.
So then I got up, and then I'm in a daze just kind of brushing the little one's hair softly. And it actually worked, and it put her to sleep. And then I went back and just stared at the clock until...
yeah, at that
it was
point,
time to officially get up.
It's like, oh, this is great. I got to be up in a fucking few minutes.
Oh, morning radio and having 2 young kids just doesn't fucking match up, man. It doesn't match up.
Jeez, Louise.
I need a break.
Do you get angry, even though like you know that you can't?
Not really.
It's just like one of those things you got to do.
You get frustrated inside, but you don't get angry at the kids, really. Not really, no. But then but it started yesterday around 5 o'clock because I went out to get a Christmas tree with my young son because he's starting to feel better because I was waiting for him to get better because, go through the whole thing with him. It'll be a cool little father-son thing to do. And I leave the apartment around 5, and he's out cold in a stroller. So then I just wandered around the neighborhood. I got a vegetable juice, and I talked to my cell phone guy because I still don't have the S4, which is stupid. And now I'm in this no man's land where I could get the S4, but there might be a new Samsung coming out around the corner, supposedly. But he hasn't really heard about it. But he says at CES maybe they'll announce it. So he thinks something will be released by March.
Oh, geez.
And they're talking about maybe a curved screen. So I'm having this conversation with him while my kid's snoozing. And then I get him home, and then he's screaming bloody murder because he's saying his ear hurts.
Oh, from the cold?
Right. So I can't get my doctor on the phone. That's why Dr. Steve is like, he fucking rules. As much as we beat the shit out of him, and I personally beat the shit out of him, I love the guy. Because he's what doctors should be, where you can get him on the phone immediately.
Right.
Like, I have to go through my doctor's office, and you have to tell them what's wrong with your kid, and then they eventually get back to you. You don't talk to a doctor. You give the info, and then when the doctor maybe has a few minutes, they'll call you back.
Maybe your doctor's busy with some radio show.
Yeah.
Dr. Steve's like patients are all pissed off because they can't get to him.
Well, maybe your doctor hasn't killed his patients like Dr. Steve has. He's got nothing else to do.
Yeah,
Old Kevorkian.
Yeah, Dr. Steve's patients,
Yeah, they don't need his help.
Not really.
No.
They're just waiting for him to hold their hand.
That's it.
and open the window so the soul could leave.
Yes, just ordering more satin pillows.
What was that dumb commercial? Not tonight.
Oh,
not tonight. Dolores or whatever the fuck her
leave
name
the
was.
window open.
Because it's a tradition when someone dies, you got to leave the window open so their soul leaves.
Yeah.
I think that soul shit will figure it out. They'll find some kind of crevice to get out of your fucking rotting home.
Not banging on the window.
Yeah. So the kid is like crying bad, and he's like, my ear hurts. And one of the worst things a kid could have is an earache. It's like a fucking nightmare for them. So I called Dr. Steve. He goes, you get these over-the-counter fucking ear drops. So I run to CVS because I don't want this kid in pain. The things you'll do for your kid when he's fucking crying and in pain. So I get up there and I find these ear drops and I bring them home, and you have to take them orally.
What?
For
For ear?
So I go, what the fuck is this shit? So I call up Dr. Steve, and he goes, that's horseshit. He goes, the pharmacies know that's horseshit. Why are they still fucking, selling that? Because it's some kind of homeopathic.
Oh.
Basically, it's some kind of sort of aspirin thing. So that's kind of will help the earache go away. But you can take Tylenol for that.
You need shit that gets dropped in them ears, right?
So, yeah. So he goes, I'll call you in something. I have no problem calling in something. I go, thank you, Dr. Steve. So then I run back to CVS, and you know how cold it was? It was like 26 degrees.
Pretty goddamn cold.
With a little wind blowing and black ice all over the place.
Oh,
and I'm
shit, black ice.
I'm slip sliding away.
I was driving in this morning thinking of black ice, and I'm laughing noise.
I know, I should have called the local precinct to see where the black ice was. I
could
didn't.
slip while you're walking.
Right, so I run back to CVS, and now I'm in the nightmare that we've all been in. There's the drop-off line and there's the pickup line.
Oh, God, the people at the pharmacy.
And I tweeted about it. I mean, getting behind an old person at a pharmacy is, like I tweeted, that's the definition of fucking hell. Because
now, am I covered with... Ugh.
They want to know prices. They want to know side effects. If you live to... This lady had to be in her late 70s. Just take the fucking medicine.
Take it and fucking
What do you mean
home.
side effects? And is there a generic brand?
Now,
should I call my provider?
My daughter told me that I should ask you about... And you're standing there like... I could be done in 3 minutes.
I'm on high alert when I'm in public. I never want to be in anyone's fucking way when I'm in a store. When I pay for my shit, I quickly take that step to the right and put all my shit back together.
Right.
I don't sit there and redo everything right in front of the cashier while there's a line behind me. So I go to the pickup line because I got a prescription that was called in. And I wait. I'm only 4 behind. It took at least 15 minutes 15 minutes in a fucking pharmacy. You know the deal, man. That's brutal.
Eternity. You think your time is just being wasted?
Oh my God. It's like 20 minutes in an airport. You know how like the time literally just stops when you're when you're in an airport? Even though your flight's leaving in 20 minutes, that 20 minutes seems like hours. So I finally get to the counter. Oh, your kid, you've never got him a prescription, so he's not in the system. I'm like, okay, all right, what does that mean? I'm ready to go. Well, you have to go to the drop-off line. And I look at the drop-off line, and that has 5 or 6 people.
Oh, my God.
And the one lady was holding up everybody with her fucking questions. And we're all looking at each other like, fuck, let's kill this lady. So then I go to the drop-off guy, finally. And now he's asking me a million fucking questions. I'm like, I'm in the system. Can't he just add his name to my shit? Because he doesn't pay for any of this.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't do that. We got to do this individually. What's his Social Security? I don't fucking know. Gotta call my wife for that.
What's he working?
What's his birthday? For a second, I didn't know that.
Wow.
Because now I'm frazzled. So finally, I get in the system. They're like, all right, that'll be 20 minutes. And now I have to sit fucking... I'm like,
the eternal
are you fucking...
20 minutes.
What? So then I finally get the official eardrops that'll take care of the earache. And I run all the way home. And he's...
Did you wee all the way home?
All the way home. Fucking worried about that black ice again.
Oh, you got to look out.
Sliding
You just
away.
slipped. Did you see any police officers that you could have
I
inquired
wish I
as
could
to
have fucking pulled a police
black
guy
ice?
over. Where's the black ice?
Right, it's helpful information. Officers, been any reports of spinouts?
Black ice. I love that.
Then I get home, and now the kid is out cold. He's sleeping heavily. So I'm like, you know what? If he's sleeping heavily, let's let him fucking sleep, because you never want to wake a fucking sleeping kid. I think most people know that. Long story short, he wakes up. I got the eardrops that
Ready
were,
to go.
That were a major fucking hassle to get after getting the homeopathic fucking oral shit. And then I go, all right, how's your earache? No earache. He's totally fine.
Oh, boy.
He's totally fine. Which goes back to my original thought about the whole thing. I thought it was just stupid cold air.
Cold air in there.
Hitting his
That'll
ear.
fucking hurt.
But I guess you can't just assume that.
Kid's eardrum is like a fucking rolling paper.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit gets fucking...
But after all that, he doesn't need the eardrops. I was like, you remember the other day I was talking about that imaginary fight thing? I started doing that again in my foyer.
Oh.
Like I'm fighting in the invisible man, because you don't know what to do with all this energy and frustration. So you just start like doing weird shit with your body.
All that you did. And you're probably just thinking, I could have been... sleeping. I don't know anything, but
He would.
standing.
You should have made him take the eardrops just in case.
Just in case.
You should just told him that.
Oh,
just in case. There's a
just so
problem.
I feel better
So
about
you
it.
feel like you've wasted time.
You're taking it.
And then the wake up with the little one with the vomit everywhere.
Vomit. That's great.
So why are you tired, Jimmy?
I had to come late. It was late. I had to blow a load.
I had to come late.
You had to make cumsies.
That was it.
Oh my God.
I was asleep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck. Whatever.
Well, little Beavis is at the vet. He has his balls cut off yesterday.
Did you feel a little lonely last night?
Oh, it was pretty lonely. I'd go to the fridge and when I shut the fridge door, I'd look down to make sure, he was not there. And then I realized, he's just not going to be there.
Boy.
Because,
Right.
Little Beavis is... He comes home today, though.
You're
Probably a little limpy.
You're attached to the beeves.
Oh, the little Beav.
You're attached to the beeves.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's a little cat.
Right. Very good news for the people. We met the CEO of SiriusXM.
Hey, we certainly did.
Wow, is he a no-nonsense guy?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
He is all about... I tell you one thing. If you're a stockholder of this company, be happy.
You're in good
He
hands.
is all about this company.
Dude, his office was like Pacino's in Devil's Advocate.
Yes.
There was just nothing in it.
Nothing.
It was just a blank table and him, and it was cold. No window
Nothing
garnishings.
in there.
Nothing that proves he's an actual human being.
Nothing
He
distracts him from this company and the works that must be done.
He might be a cyborg.
Yes.
He might be a cyborg. I don't know.
He's all about this company and making money for this company.
Without getting into details, because quite frankly, he scared the shit out of all of us. Man, his opening line was terrific. It was supposed to be a, hey, let's get to know each other a little bit meeting.
Uh-huh.
And he looks at Tim Sabian and goes, all right, Tim, so what is this about?
Oh, I know.
When we weren't even in trouble, it was supposed to be a little, hey, how you doing? And then you guys might have to help me with exactly what he said, but he pretty much said, I don't care if I ever see you guys again, and I'm sure you feel the same about me.
About meeting you. He goes, I look, you do your show.
All right.
I'm not going to tell you what's funny. You know what's funny. I do this end. Look, you don't care about meeting me. I didn't care if I met you.
I felt like he felt about us the same way Gunnery Sergeant Hartman felt about that donut. Just kind of.
But that's a no nonsense guy. Instead of that, that BS crap, because we don't get along with the guys upstairs, and they don't get along with us. We're in two completely different worlds, but we work for the same company to make it work. Because he even said, he goes, I do a lot of things way better than you guys, and you guys definitely do, one thing. I think you might say.
Yeah, what we do. You know,
one thing way better than I do. I don't know your business, and you certainly don't know mine.
Certainly.
And he did say one thing to you. That's where I'm kind of glad that he had no idea who I. Because I asked a question and he did come back to it, but he blew right past it. Because I know he's thinking, who is this person?
Oh yeah. He wanted to finish what he was talking about first. Jimmy pipes up and he's like, "Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, shut up."
He put the hand up and he kept going. But then he asked, because he said to you two at the end, I was so happy. He goes, and for you two, if you hear anything around here and you hear that I'm concerned with it, pay attention to that.
You too.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's like, who is this guy?
Meaning, I guess somebody had fucked up. So he was basically saying that somebody didn't heed his warning, or didn't heed the warning that it was bothering the CEO. So he was basically saying, if you hear that it's bothering me, pay attention to that shit.
Yeah, because I guess they got rid of somebody.
Yeah, for doing something.
I just want to do
somebody that I don't know. I don't even know who the guy was.
I don't either.
I want to do the low altitude flying around here. You know, what they call under the radar.
You did explain the app, though.
Yeah,
I was very happy. I mean, the app's definitely going to be a problem for a little longer, but they're putting a lot of money into it and they're figuring it out.
Yeah, it's a whole thing, but he's very aware of it, and he didn't blow past it and push it off on Tim Sabian or Scott. He goes, we are working on it. We know it's a problem.
Apparently, the problem was that Mel went to Ted's App Emporium instead of.
Well, each individual person can enjoy it at once, but no more than one at a time.
Exactly.
Well, IP delivery wasn't as important as it is nowadays.
Right.
But I asked a question, and he looks right at me. He goes, "You don't think I'm aware of the app?" I'm like, "Oh, fuck. Okay, sorry, sir. Sorry.
Don't you think I know that?
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
This is at the Alpha 5.
Sorry.
He didn't go for my casualness. Like when he walked in, I went, "Jimmy!" and I threw my arms open for a big hug.
Well,
my favoriteest part of the whole meeting was Jimmy's bomb.
Oh, yeah. It didn't get
Jimmy tried
just
a little levity.
What was it?
This guy was impervious to levity.
Right.
Yeah.
It was talking about it was self-deprecation about the show.
I'm better. Yeah, it said something about I'm better at this.
Yeah.
Like what Opie was saying.
And you're better at what you do, the show, than I would be. And Jimmy was like, "No, you'd probably be better than we are."
All right.
Yeah.
And he couldn't have been more. He did not care one iota about you.
And maybe it literally is an indicator of how my career has gone. But it didn't faze me or surprise me.
It was great.
You weren't supposed to get a laugh in that situation.
No, it was okay.
You could have had the greatest joke ever. You were going to get a 0.
Yeah, you got to fucking pepper one out there though.
You got to try.
You gave it a whirl.
But he was fine though. He was just no bullshit guy.
Oh yeah.
But let's turn our attention to the great Tim Sabian, who surprises us with the meeting yesterday with the CEO.
Yeah, nothing I like more than a surprise meeting. I'll tell you that much.
See, I haven't shaved in 2 months. I had a fucking dirty T-shirt on
Opie looks
yesterday.
like fucking Jeremiah Johnson.
Right.
Walking up there, he just needed the bear coat.
Right. I had shitty jeans that kind of might have been a little funky yesterday because I decided to maybe go one more day with the jeans when I probably shouldn't.
You look like you were living in the Magic Bus in Alaska for 2 months.
I know. You would think Tim would go, "Hey man, heads up, I'm gonna take you upstairs tomorrow." Because believe it or not, I would have shaved for that meeting. I would have put on a collared shirt. I would have found my best pair of jeans, and I would have put on some kind of like black booty thing.
Sure.
Because those guys are all about fucking presentation.
Uh-huh.
You get a little more respect if you dress the part.
Yeah.
We look like slobs, and that's because Sabian didn't give us the heads up.
He didn't give us heads up. He was standing outside the studio for the last 15 minutes of yesterday's show, and I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't know. I you know me. I'm zipping up fucking bag. I'm putting my coat on. I'm ready to go.
You're ready to get the fuck
I'm ready to
out
go.
of here.
And then there he is. Hey, we're gonna go upstairs. And then upstairs, we're all in the elevator with little small talk. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Am I not a fan of small talk?
Yeah. It's really strange being upstairs.
And then we're parading through the hallways looking at people that I didn't even know exist.
No.
I do not like that upstairs floor, and I've been there twice. I've never been there in all the years we've worked here.
Oh, really?
And then I've been there twice in the past week.
And you wonder what all those people do. What do they do?
Who the hell knows?
You just need us.
Yeah.
I've gone up there.
What are they all doing?
What do they do?
What does Kenny take me up there for? What are they called? The people
butt fucking?
No, what are they called? They stamp shit for you? A notary republic. A woman up there is a notary republic.
It's just public, not republic.
Notary public.
It's notary public.
No,
I thought you said notary republic.
No, notary republic.
Oh, okay.
Notary, whatever she is, and I've gone up there for that. But it's really creepy. It looks just like downstairs, but with zero personality and a lot of potential to be fired.
Yes.
Can we all have that job? Don't you just need a stamp, and then you stamp, and then you just sign it? You just go,
I think that's it. Yeah, what the fuck? The dumb little stamp, and then they initial it.
And they take it very seriously. They watch you sign stuff. Oh, okay, I saw you sign it.
They pull out their little case. Oh, let me flip this open where my little ink is. And now I'll sign it because I'm special. I've been knighted.
An eyewitness ID. You need ID.
I know. Whatever. Sign it.
A notary of the republic.
So, yes, notary republic. The floor layout is the same up there as it is down here by the offices, but it's just a different vibe.
Well, they're making sure their area looks nice first.
The carpeting and
everything. It looks beautiful up there.
Yeah.
It's a shithole down here, but he actually made me laugh at one point because his way of doing things is a little different than Mel. We've worked for Mel for off and on for I don't even know, at least 10 years, right?
How do I even know you are the CEO, Mel?
And one of Mel's philosophy is that he doesn't make everything all nice because it's radio. He goes, the listeners don't give a fuck if you have new carpet or new studios. He doesn't care. So he doesn't put a lot into that part of the business. And the new CEO goes, he kind of hinted that was Mel's way without trashing Mel. And he was also hinting that he does things a little differently and wants to take a little pride in where he works and stuff. And he said he was sick of seeing the cleaning lady stopping the vacuum every 5 minutes because the carpet was raveling into the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, the fucking strands from the carpet were getting tangled in the vacuum.
Because, there was a bit of neglect as far as,
aesthetics around here.
And the visual of that kind of made me laugh, that the poor cleaning lady probably had to take hours to clean the carpet when it should have taken a quick hour, maybe.
Yeah.
And he didn't want us going up there and wasting his time. And he's like, if you have these ideas, you run it through Tim and he'll get it to me.
Oh, yeah,
He made sure that there were buffers. A lot of buffers.
A lot of buffers. Yeah, buffers.
He didn't want any of our nonsense. He didn't want that little tepid knock at the door in the 2 days.
No.
Do you remember me, Mr. Myers?
No.
I was in the office.
Do you have a minute we can chat?
No, those are the type of guys you'd never want to see, because when you see them, you're in deep trouble. That's what we learned over the years.
They're all stock guys. They have zero to do with day-to-day shit. It's all stock.
Yeah.
It's all stock.
It's all about the stockholders, and the fucking profits.
Well, last year around this time, I went up to, say goodbye to Mel and just thank him. I fucking brown-nosed my ass. Oh. Went up there and just thanked him for everything he's done for us.
Was
for
it
me
that
personally
same office?
and the show. Yeah.
Must have been a very quick meeting. Thanks for everything you've done.
It was strangely weird. It was kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was no pressure, because he knew he wasn't going to be the boss anymore.
Yeah.
And I just thanked him, and we shook hands, and he said, keep in touch. And that was it.
Do you keep in touch?
Oh. How do you keep in touch? I don't know how to
Call
keep
him.
in touch with
Mel Carmison.
I would have got his cell right there uncomfortably. Let me get your cell.
All right.
Yeah, give me your number. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
maybe we could do lunch.
All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.